Textile processing has traditionally relied on harsh chemicals to achieve the desired finish, strength, and appearance. But as the industry moves towards sustainability, the question becomes clear: can we achieve the same results in a cleaner, more responsible way? Welcome to ResiPod, where we decode the science behind performance. In today's episode, we explore how enzymes are emerging as powerful, eco-friendly alternatives in textile processing. Unlike conventional chemicals, enzymes work with precision under milder conditions, reducing water usage, energy consumption, and environmental impact. From biopolishing to desizing and beyond, we'll unpack how these biological catalysts are transforming processes and helping the industry move toward greener, more efficient manufacturing. Let's dive in.
So good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about enzymes and its use in the textile industry. I am Dr. Manju Philip, heading the enzyme department, and I'm joined by two of my colleagues here, Madhumita, who is a product development and research scientist, and Rajakrishnan, who is working in the application research center. And as we know, enzymes are biocatalysts. It is very effectively and sustainably used in the textile industry nowadays. And it is playing a major role in a lot of sustainable applications, replacing chemical and harsh chemicals that have been used since centuries for the textile applications. To understand how it's used in the textile industry and how it is modifying the textile, the fabric, and the future of our world, let us dive deeper into this topic. Let me start with Madhumita. Hi, Madhumita. Can you tell us something more about how enzymes are used in the textile industry?
Enzymes are a naturally occurring biocatalyst. It is a protein, and enzymes usually helps in the conversion of a substrate to a product. Without being consumed in the process, it will just come out of the reaction after the work is done. As naturally, it has the ability to work better in the very low temperature as well as in the mild pH ranges. This natural capacity of the enzymes makes it naturally compatible for the sustainable process of textile processing.
So, Rajakrishnan, coming to you, how is enzymes better than chemicals for the textile processing?
Enzymes are considered as one of the biggest innovations in the textile industry. So they are more towards sustainable. Nowadays, everyone are looking towards sustainable. So we can replace the harsh chemicals that are using in the textile industry with the enzymes. So for example, the processing like biopolishing, bioscouring, desizing, denim processing, in all those cases, we are using more enzymes compared to chemicals. So enzymes are more sustainable. So it will give the ETP load also very less. So the process is always eco-friendly.
Right. So the sustainable approach towards any chemical manufacturing will be enzymatic processes.
Of course, true.
So Madhumita, can you tell the kind of enzymes we are using for the textile application and a little bit about the function on the fabric?
Yeah, we have many different types of enzymes being used in textile processing application. That case, like amylase is one of the enzyme which helps in desizing application, like removal of sizes from the fabric. And another enzyme is called cellulase, which helps in the biopolishing application. That helps in the removal of the protruding fibers in the fabric surface. And the enzyme called catalase that helps in the quenching hydrogen peroxide. So usually during bleaching process in textile, people tend to use hydrogen peroxide for bleaching. So the residual hydrogen peroxide can be quenched using catalase enzyme. And comes to enzyme called lacase that helps in denim bleaching and fade modification and those applications and all. Yeah.
Okay.
So just like Madhumita told something about biopolishing. So from the textile application point of view, can you explain a little more about biopolishing? Because I understand that is the most important
Yes, of course.
textile manufacturing process point of view. It is the most important process. So little more about biopolishing.
Biopolishing is a process of the removal of the surface fussiness of the fabric. So the thing is why we need to do biopolishing. So if the surface fussiness is there, it will give more pilling. Also, if you see the appearance of the fabric, it will not be much better if the fussiness of the fabric is there. So we need to remove the surface fussiness. For that we are using, as she said, we are using that cellulose enzyme. Cellulose enzyme, what it will do, it will act on the surface of the fabric, and it will act the surface cellulosic fibers, and it will reduce the strength of the surface fibers. And during the mechanical action, that surface fibers will be removed. That is the main concept of biopolish.
Okay. So as I understand, it will give a very good finish, a polish effect on the
Of course,
fabric.
it is a polished effect.
Oh, yeah. So coming to Madhumita, we are talking about the different enzymes and how it is used. But are they only used on natural fibers, or can we use them even for the synthetic fibers and the fabric use?
This is a very right question. As the enzymes are naturally occurring substance, people tend to think that enzymes work only on natural fibers. Actually, it directly works on the natural fibers for the conversion, but it is not just limited for the natural fibers. It works on synthetic fibers as well. Not for the direct application, but indirect application, like removal of oils or any like impurities present. As I told, like bioscouring application can be done in this place. And another application, like there are like textiles like blends, cotton polyester blends. In those cases, like enzymes helps. And another interesting concept, like conversion of the polyester, like surface of the ester bonds to different like bonds. So that helps in the applications like recycling of fabrics.
From application point of view, can you say how enzymes are better than the chemicals when we use it for synthetic or natural?
Compared to the conventional process, enzymatic process is always milder. So it will give fabric strength also will be better. As she said, that peroxide, hydrogen peroxide bleaching. Hydrogen peroxide bleaching, there will be a lot of peroxides on the bath. So for neutralizing that peroxide, we need to wash more, or we need to use some other chemicals to neutralize that. So if you are using enzymes, it will be easily neutralized. Also, the bath also will be saved. We don't need to, for removing the enzymes, no need of any other more washing and all. Just you need to raise the temperature, or we need to change the pH. So the enzymes also deactivated. So in this way also we can save so much of water. Also machineries. In case of machineries, if we use more harsh chemicals, the machinery life also will be go. Wear and tear will be more. So this enzymes will save the machine life. Also the fabric quality will be always better. The color clarity also will be good. It will give an aesthetic look. Fabric softness will be better compared to chemical treatment. So all these are the points in the enzymatic treatment.
Yeah. So from application point of view, what I understand is the process is more sustainable and it's economical, as well as for the customer, it saves his machinery and time, right?
Yeah. Also water saving, more ETP saving, ETP load will be very less.
Yes. So what are the different formats that resin is offering in enzyme basket?
In resin, we have different forms of enzyme products, like liquid, powder, as well as paste. So liquid products usually goes where like auto dosing is required, as well as in places where the moisture content is humidity, like moisture is high. In those places, like liquid products will go. And powder products are highly like stable in nature. Like like stability of the product will be more. So and it goes for places where like stability is required. And when it comes to paste product, it has both the auto dosing facility as well as based on the viscosity of the product, and chance of contamination also less in both the powder and paste products. So this is the forms of products we have.
Okay. So what is like, what I understand is the benefits of all these are that in any kind of application, they can use it. Whether it's liquid, whether it's powder. I think powder is the new trend now in the market.
Yeah, sure.
So we have a lot of powder products, enzymes that we are offering. We are offering liquid as it was used from a lot of generations. And the new trend of paste is also available with resin. Now, when it comes to denim processing, how is enzymes useful in denim processing?
Denim process, generally, the first process will be the desizing process. Desizing process, previously, people were using acids for desizing. So nowadays, we are replace with amylase enzymes. Amylase enzymes, what it will do? The starch we need to remove from the fabric. So it will remove the starch into soluble glucose. So it will be easily removed. Then main thing is stone washing. So denims, they will use stone washes more for the faded effects. So nowadays we are replacing that with cellulase enzymes. Cellulase enzymes will give the same effect, I can say better effect than the pumic stone wash. Pumic stone wash also cause more damages for the machineries, right? So we can remove that. Also, nowadays powder enzymes are there, that is waterless. So waterless treatment also is coming. So saving water. These are the advantages in the denim processing.
How is the fading effect coming in denim?
Fading effect means that fabrics are indigo dyed. Denim fabrics means indigo dyed. So that same cellulose enzymes, what it will do? It will attack on the surface of the fiber. So along with that removal of fiber, that indigo dyes also will get removed. That's why we will get a better shade effect. So previously that, as I said, they were using pumic stones. So cellulose enzymes will give a better effect than the pumic stones in a even way.
Okay.
Pumic stones will not give that even effect.
So stoneless powder enzyme products are best for denim.
Of course.
Right. Okay, so I get it that we are having a lot of enzyme products. We are actually giving a lot of new market trends, what are available, we are offering in the market. But what are the kind of certifications we have for these enzyme products?
For enzymes, we are concentrating on three different types of certifications. One is like Okotex Eco Passport and Okotex Standard 100 and GOTS. So Okotex Eco Passport concentrate on the raw material being used in the formulation. So it checks whether raw material is safe enough for the final application. Like like against the MRSL list being checked. And then when it comes to Okotex Standard 100, this is a certification which concentrates on the final textiles being used. Like it is customer centric, we can say. So like it checks whether the after treating the textile with our chemicals, whether the final fabric is good or very safe to wear for the customer. So it checks the final fabric. So and then the certification called GOTS. This focuses on the organic as well as the entire supply chain. So it not just limited to the safety of the raw material being used, it checks whether the production of that particular raw material also safe enough. So the entire supply chain it will check. And coming to enzymes, it checks whether the enzyme is from non-GMO source. So whether it's expecting the enzyme from the mother culture which is non-GMO in nature.
Can you explain a little more about what is GMO and non-GMO in enzyme?
Yeah, GMO is abbreviated as genetically modified organisms. So GOTS is focusing on enzymes produced from non-genetically modified organisms. The reason behind this is it is while production, while producing the enzyme, there is a chance of escaping of this GMO based organism into the environment. So this may cause problems to the environment, and that is a belief, and it is not ethical also. So GOTS is focusing on non-GMO based enzymes.
Okay. So we are having enzymes, which is the current market requirement. We are having certifications. Now, can you tell us something more about the current market trends and what is the new innovations that the market is expecting from the enzyme portfolio?
Expectations are nowadays for denim bleaching, they are using potassium permanganate. So industry is trying to replace the potassium permanganate. It's harmful in nature, so we need to replace that.
Right.
Also, enzymatic soaping. Industry is looking for enzymatic soaping and all-in-one products like desizing, wetting, sinking. All the properties should be together. Then enzymatic softness. Enzymatic softness, in one shot we can do enzymatic biopolishing, also softener. That is also industry is expecting. Then for natural fibers like banana, jute, for that industry is expecting more sustainable way for the processing. Chemicals are being used for this process, so we need to replace with some enzymes, cold enzymes. Industry is expecting for cold enzymes. It should work in a wide range. Nowadays, enzymes will work at particular temperature, like that it is there. So wide range enzymes we are expecting.
Okay. And what are these technical, what they call technical textiles?
Ah. For synthetic and technical textiles, also they are expecting for replacement of chemicals.
Okay. So what is the results offering for these kind of innovations that the market is expecting?
Yeah, we are actually working on multiple latest innovations, and we do have many products under those categories as well. And very interestingly, we can say, as Rajakrishnan already told, there is a need for the cold enzymes in the market. So, like enzyme has to work in the broad range of temperatures like that. So, we have an enzyme called EasySize HTS Conc, which is a desizing enzyme which will work in temperature 30 as well as in 95. So, it's a very broad range, and the application also will be same in all temperatures. So this is one of the product, and we are working on multiple other application as well in the same category. And another like concept like multiple enzyme blends. In those category, we have a product called ACSI CSW, which is the desizing product which has inherent wetting as well as sequestering ability. Has three different application or combined in a single product. This helps the consumer, consumer to reduce the inventory as well as storage space. So finally, it is a like cost saving for the customer. And then comes the another concept like enzymatic silicon. So here we are concentrating on like two different applications like biopolishing as well as softness. So both are integrated into a single product. So another application is called powder enzymes. This here we are giving powders of powder-based biopolishing where the powders are applied in the denim, and so that complete faded effect you will get without without using water in the bath. So only cloth and the enzyme, so it will like tumble together to give a faded effect. So it is a bath saving as well as a complete stability for the product. And then comes to another concept like banana fiber modification. We have a range of enzymatic product to convert the fiber from the stem level to the fabric level, so that it making it completely sustainable. Yeah.
Right. Oh, very interesting. So there are concepts like eco-conscious clothing. So can you put a little bit light on what this eco-conscious clothing is and what are we doing for that?
Yeah, when it comes to eco-conscious clothing, we might be seeing multiple natural-based fibers clothing in the apparel in the market. So in that, one of like you might have seen like a banana fiber-based clothing as well in the market. But as we see, it's a banana fiber apparel. We see it is completely sustainable in nature, but it is not completely sustainable because the way it is modified from the stem to the fabric is not a sustainable format. People tend to use a lot of sulfuric acid, caustic, and all that. So it is not safer. So our products, we have a range of products which helps in conversion of the fiber to the fabric in a completely sustainable way. And our enzyme will act in a way like it will attack only the like lignin present in the fiber, not the complete fiber. So it makes the fiber more stronger as well. Yeah.
Okay. So eco-conscious clothing is basically natural fibers and how enzymes are used in the natural fibers. From application point of view, can you tell something more about how we use enzymes there?
Currently, we are working on banana fiber processing. So as she mentioned, we are working with as industry is working with only chemicals, sulfuric acid, caustics, all those. So we are replacing those chemicals with enzymes. So the process itself is milder. The water saving will be more. Definitely, if they are using more chemicals, more washing process will be there, or to neutralize that chemicals, other process will be there. So those process we can save by using enzymes. Water saving will be there. Then it will be more eco-friendly process. The ETP load will be very less.
Thanks.
Then time, we can save a lot of time, and that It is an environmental friendly process.
Okay. Because we are talking about eco-textile, so I believe that it is eco-friendly process only. And definitely enzymes are helping there. So Madhumita, what are the challenges we face as an enzyme manufacturer in the textile industry when we give it to the consumers for its application?
Yeah, when the enzyme products are being sent to textile mills, the people usually wanted the products in a very cheap rate. And we are like managing this in the way like giving higher concentrated product. So when the product in higher concentrated form, even if the final cost is like looks higher, but the loading what we are giving for the application is very very less, like 0.1 or 0.2 SLPL like that. So the final product cost will come down automatically. And then we are going for like combined products, many like two different application with a single product. So finally there is a meshing time and as well as water saving, workload reduction will be there. So the complete cost saving will be there so that we can match with the enzyme cost. But there is a like thought for the customers that enzymes are always costly in nature. It is not actually. Currently, we are selling products which are equivalent or even less than the chemical products being sold. Because of the advancement in biotechnology as well as we have a very good formulation strategies which makes the enzyme products cost very less so that it can be even go for the textile mills. So people can easily take the enzyme products without having a thought that it is costly or something like that. And then it can go for like what it is it is even safer for the environment and for the working facility as well.
Okay. So the main challenge you're talking about is cost in terms of usage. Is it right, Radhakrishnan? So textile mills are very concerned about cost, but according to Madhumita, that's a misconception because even if the cost of the enzyme is more, the usage is so less and it is replacing harsh chemicals, so which is a win-win situation for the formulator as well as the user, and it saves environment.
Yeah, if you consider all the parameters, the cost will be very less compared to conventional treatment. The process is also milder, no? So with the so many process we are removing using this enzymes. So overall cost, if you consider, it will be same.
Yeah. So to mitigate the cost, we are actually giving cheaper solutions in the long run.
Yes.
Right. So from all this, I get it. So enzymes are really good and really progressing in the market. We are giving good solutions. But can you please summarize what we just spoke about today, Madhumita?
Yeah, as a company, we were a little behind in the enzyme market previously, but because of some strong players in the enzyme market. But now currently we are actively bridging that gap by identifying the actual need of the enzyme market, as well as we are changed our focus on just being sustainable to making it truly sustainable. And also we have many range of products which has got certified, which shows that we are not just the final product is safe enough for the environment, but also the source from which the product is being produced is also like in a safer way. And also we are into a development of a synergistic formulation which helps in development of very low cost solution for the market. Our goal is to deliver high quality products while being genuinely sustainable in nature.
Yeah, right. Okay. So to sum it all up, Resil is actually giving a very good innovative solution with sustainability as its main focus. Enzymes are known as biocatalysts, which are known to be sustainable, but we are also giving innovative, market-oriented, and the new trend products that are required in the market for the consumer needs. And as per global requirement, we are having all the certifications for sustainability, for eco-friendliness, and to save our planet. Thank you very much for joining me today, Madhumita and Rajkrishnan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. Enzymes are more than just a substitute for harsh chemicals. They represent a shift towards smarter, more sustainable textile processing. By enabling efficient reactions under milder conditions, they not only reduce environmental impact, but also improve process control and fabric quality. As sustainability becomes a core focus for the textile industry, innovations like enzyme-based processing, will play a crucial role in shaping its future. Thank you for tuning in to ResiPod. Stay connected for more conversations that explore the science behind performance. Until next time, keep innovating and keep building